Hey y'all, welcome back to Crime Time with Mal. My name is Mal, in case you have never seen me before. Hi and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video, and to all of you that are returning, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of you. You have no idea how much y'all mean to me, and I know I'm a broken record, but I'm gonna say it in every video, so, because I really do truly appreciate y'all's support. Today's video is actually the start of a new series I am starting over on my channel here, and I hope you decide to stick around. I asked y'all over on my community tab here on YouTube if y'all would be interested in these types of videos on this channel for like a series, and I got 98% of y'all said yes. So here we are. I'm so happy that y'all are interested in seeing these videos, because there is a reason why I want to do videos like this and the reason, if you don't want to know the reason, just go ahead and double tap and fast forward a little bit. But for those of y'all that do want to know, when I was 2 years old, my maternal grandfather passed away, and for the longest time I thought he took his own life, because that is what it was said. And not until I was older, a teenager, that I learned the truth. And he was shot 7 to 8 times in his chest and back, and I'm sorry, but you can't do that to yourself. And I've never really tried to open up the case because it is so old, and the people involved are probably not even alive, or they're, you know, senile right now. So I want to start this series to help. This was a huge impact on my family and me. I was only 2, so I don't remember my grandfather, but I got that taken away from me. So with that being said, today's video is about Kayla Skeen. She is very, very young, and she was 20 years old when she passed away on September 1st, 2013. But authorities shut it down. Open and shut case, when, in my opinion, I don't think it should have been. I think there definitely should have been some more eyes on this case. Also, a quick disclaimer, we will be talking about some sensitive subjects in this video. If it triggers you in any sort of way, I will completely understand if you won't follow along with this series, but suicide is a very close subject to my heart. Not only has it happened to my grandfather, but my uncle took his own life. My best friend that I grew up with took his own life. So it is a very, very, very sensitive subject to me as well, and I'm very passionate about it. And if these people did not do this, there needs to be justice. Okay, so again, let's continue. Kayla is known as a very vibrant, beautiful, she loved her life. She had a very big heart and would do anything for anyone that she loved. And she was living in Middleburg, Florida, when she met this guy named Alan. And Kayla was very young. She was 17 years old, and Alan was 23 years old. And they actually met on Valentine's Day. Young puppy love. And Kayla fell very hard for this 23-year-old. You know, she's 17, an older 23-year-old. He can drink, he can do all this stuff, and I think she probably felt a little more independent. Well, the thing with Alan is, allegedly, Kayla paid for his way. She paid for everything of Alan's. Anything that he had in life at this moment, she was providing. Ladies, please, especially when you are 17 years old, just don't. And family, of course, did not like this. They warned Kayla about him, said he's no good, please girl, just stay away from him. But of course, Kayla, being young and in love, she was determined to make this work. And if Kayla was anything like myself, if somebody told me no, even still, if somebody says you can't do something, you best bet I'm gonna do it. and I'm gonna do it very well. That's a lot of teenagers also. You tell them no and they're gonna find a way to do it. She also was, you know, kind of determined to fix Alan. Then some more red flags started appearing and Alan became very controlling. He wouldn't let Kayla hang out with friends. He wanted Kayla to work all the time while he just did nothing. And then it became physical. And according to a sheriff's report, Alan one night picked up an aluminum crutch and started hitting Kayla's truck with it, with Kayla inside. Then he went inside his trailer, grabbed a baseball bat, came outside and started smashing Kayla's headlights, windows, tail lights, everything, all while Kayla was trying to get away. And if that was me, I'd be leaving. I don't care who was in the way. I'd be gone. So she calls 911, calls her mom crying, and when 911 shows up and sees all the damage, Alan says Kayla did it. Alan did go to jail though, and he spent 6 months on probation for criminal mischief. And Kayla took him back. And at this point, you know, they've been together for 2 years. He's manipulating her, he's brainwashing her, and her self-esteem is down. You know, it's hard to get away from that. I get that. And my heart goes out to any of you ladies that are experiencing that. Just know you deserve better, you are worthy, and you can get away. And again, her mom continued to warn her about Alan. Please begged her to get away, but she thought that she could handle this. He would actually allegedly call Kayla and, you know, threaten his life and threaten himself, and she would come crawling back to him. Perfect manipulation. So soon, Kayla eventually begged her mom to let Alan move in with them because, you know, Alan's not working, and reluctantly, Kayla's mom allowed it. And then Kayla's mom said that they had a huge falling out. He couldn't hold down a job and he ended up moving out. Surprise, surprise. And she thinks he would actually text her pretending to be Kayla, calling her the B word and all kinds of names, just being completely nasty to her. And she knew that wasn't Kayla. Kayla continued to support Alan and, you know, stayed a loyal girlfriend right by his side through everything. Friends, family, it did not matter. She was there. Until one day, her friends gave the police a written statement. One of Kayla's friends said that Alan was outside beating Kayla up on the ground like a man, just repeatedly hitting her in the head. Kayla's friend went to jump in the middle of this altercation, and Kayla jumped up and said, please, 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 you know, just don't beat him up. And Kayla's asking Alan, why would you do this? Why would you do this? And Alan said, because you're stupid. You guys, that makes me so mad. But Kayla actually never reported this to the police department, and days after, you guys, days after this alleged beating, Alan calls Kayla's family frantic, telling them to please come over and to call the cops that Kayla is hanging from a tree. And she is with an electrical cord. Alan said he found Kayla, ran inside, grabbed a knife, and immediately cut Kayla down. And when investigators arrived on scene, they quickly ruled it as it at least should have been, you know, investigated a little more, in my opinion. I mean, you could have talked to the family and stuff like this, friends, everything, and just gotten a little more of a feel of everything. So I'm going to tell you what some forensic analysis said, because the family did end up hiring like their own team and their own private investigator and all this stuff. So I'm going to go over with y'all some of their findings. And I have seen pictures, I've seen evidence. Y'all can look this up as well. I'm not going to put like any of that in this video because it's way too graphic, and yeah. But y'all can go look it up as well, but I do agree with these people. So again, police never questioned Alan, and Kayla is suspended 3 feet off the ground, number one, and the electrical cord is actually longer than 3 feet. So her hanging from it, it would have touched the ground. And also they noted the marks on Kayla's neck. So typically, if this was to happen, you would have a mark that ran behind your ears. They explain this because when the pressure, you being pulled straight up and the weight. So on Kayla's neck, they noticed that it went straight back and it disappeared in the back of her neck, as if somebody was strangling her, not as if she was being hung. Also, her shirt was ripped in the front, and there was a brand new necklace, I guess, that was found in the trailer on the floor as well. And Alan's clothes were on the floor in the trailer with urine covered on them. They never took any evidence, never did any DNA, nothing. Never even took DNA samples from her, like her fingernails, nothing. And there was facial injuries on her. She had injuries on her chin and her face. And these are pictures that they saw from the coroner's office. So they're pictures. And her family said the scratches on her chin, her lip, and her face were not there earlier that day when they saw their daughter. And actually, allegedly, police deny this, that there was scratches there. But it's clear in the pictures that they're there. And on the medical examiner report, it says that the cause of death was hanging based on the evidence, and there is no evidence of bruising on her face except the abrasion on her chin, which is related to the hanging. And surprisingly enough, if the police officers investigated, allegedly, I have to say allegedly, one of Kayla's friends said that she actually got a call from Kayla shortly before she passed away. And she said that she was scared because she was running around and Alan was chasing her around the front yard, and Kayla's yelling, screaming at him to stop and to leave her alone. And the only evidence that the police have is this extension cord, and that was thrown away. Yes, thrown away. Why? I guess because it's a closed case. The extension cord was also tied in 3 different knots, like very strong knots. And Alan admitted he doesn't think that she could have done it, but he denies doing it. And I'm not saying that Alan is guilty. It does not look good, but I'm not saying he's guilty. I live in the US, you're innocent until you're proven guilty. I get that. But I don't think Kayla did this herself. And that's just my personal opinion. And I'm not sorry for that. Do I think that investigators dropped the ball on this? Absolutely. Do I think that they should have investigated this more? Absolutely. Do I think that this should be reopened? Absolutely. I think this is incredibly heartbreaking and sad and very discouraging for this family. I really hope that this gets spread around, and y'all please like this video. I don't see or hear a lot of people talking about cases like this, probably because YouTube doesn't like it, but I'm gonna bleep out as many words as I can. So I'm sorry, but that's YouTube for you. I appreciate y'all's support again. This case is so strange to me. Please, again, y'all let me know your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like it. I appreciate you more than you know. And again, thumbs up this video. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.